Wednesday, June 8th.
Wednesday, June 8th.
90 days. We got it. You know how I knew that? Because I actually read my little thing that runs in the morning. So I actually paid attention this time. So good morning.
Oh,
Good morning, Alana.
good morning. How are you today, Robert?
I am good. It is Thursday, and today's the I got everything set up already. You guys can't see it here, but today is new agent orientation, virtual orientation, and I'm very excited about that because we get everybody together and kind of like cycle them through the room and get everybody introduced to all the different tech and the different stuff and the coolness here at KW. So that's happening at 9 o'clock, which means we're going to be ending a little bit short today because I got to go open the room. So that we'll talk about all the crazy things that are happening, but the most important thing is that we are doing new agent orientation today, and we encourage everyone to come by. That is going to be at kellertv.com. kellertv.com. In a world.
That was really good. Robert's over there in his own little world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in my own little world. So, Alana, we were talking off air about there was a couple of things that happened today, this week, that were recorded in Zoom, and we're going to be putting up on the LMS coming up soon. One was a class that you did on, was it Tuesday?
Tuesday.
What was that class about, number one, to remind people of what it was?
Yeah, so that class, it was all about fundamentals of marketing and the things that you need to know when marketing as a real estate agent. And I gave, 4 tips and tools that you can do, 3 of which are completely free. So I'll give you guys a little spoiler alert. When you're just starting off as an agent, or if you want to get started off in your marketing, the 4 things that you can do, which are so easy, is to get business cards. Super easy because we can do that in-house, and business cards are very inexpensive.
Oh, super inexpensive.
Yeah, it's like $20 for $250 or something like that.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
Yeah, seriously. And then the second thing is CRM Tool, which is free.
Wonder what,
Wait.
do you happen to know anybody with a free CRM tool for the agents here at Keller Williams?
No,
Something that they can stay in command of their...
Command.
That would be a great name for a CRM tool to stay in command of your contacts. Wow. That's
well, it is. And that's what our agents can use.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have any contacts in your CRM tool, which is supposed to be there to maintain, nurture those relationships you have, you're missing out. Third thing was website. Because again, you can create a free website through Command as well. Again, free. And then that last 4th thing is social media. Because once again, you can create social media for free, and I gave free tools in there. So that's going to be up on the LMS. And yeah, so go watch it. I also, at the very end, give some strategy for social media, using social media, how to get engagement, how to get followers. So go watch it. And then let me know if you have any questions when you watch it too.
So it's not quite yet on the LMS because I just downloaded it this morning, and I have to edit it really quick and put it up in there and get it ready. But the LMS, where do they find the LMS, Alana?
Where do they find the LMS? Is it in the morning news? Because I just have it saved as a tab on my thing.
KWCLM for Keller Williams Coastal Lakes and Mountains Realty. KWCLMtraining.com.
There
and
it
if
is.
you haven't, there it is. If you haven't created an account there yet, it's free for you here at KWCLM. Sometimes I get questions, people saying, well, how much does it cost to get this LMS? I mean, what to access this platform? This is something that we do. This is just another one of the resources for you. And what it quite simply is it's a collection of classes and materials and resources. In a sentence, that's what it is. It's a searchable database of all of the training that we've put in there so far, and it's constantly growing. And that's evidenced by this class that Alana just did on Tuesday. In addition to the class that was done on Tuesday, which will be appearing shortly at the LMS, there was one yesterday. And that class, were you also in attendance with that? I was swamped with calls.
Yeah.
What was that class all about?
Yeah, it was with Christina Free. really hope I'm saying that correctly. But it was all about how to approach real estate in a non-salesy type of way.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really great. There was a lot of discussion. So when you are watching it back on the LMS, you will notice that there are breakout rooms. So when all of the participants went into their own room, discussed some questions that Christina asked, and then came back into the main Zoom room and shared.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really great. There was a lot of great ideas about how to build and maintain relationships in a way that is caring towards that person and what you genuinely want
Mm-hmm.
to give to them. And one of the really great things about this class was that the first 19 people got Christina's free book, which is really awesome. It's called The Generosity Practice. I'm pretty sure I got that correct. But it's this 40-day, almost like a self-reflection book where it gives prompts and asks questions and allows you to really think of how can I be more generous with and intentional about the things that I'm giving to people, the relationships that I'm building with people. And so if you were one of the first 19 people, then you will be getting that. And I'm pretty sure Zoe put them in your mailbox, at least for the Portsmouth agents. And I think that for
Awesome.
everyone else, she's getting them up there in some way, shape, or form. So that's really great as well. And that will be on the LMS too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're working on both of those things, and let's just go ahead and finish it out. Today, we're doing, as we mentioned, we're doing the agent training, the virtual training, the new agent virtual online training. And that is also going to be up on the LMS. Now, every month we try to put the most recent month's version of the classes that we're doing today, the orientation. We put that up there. I am starting to notice that what we're going to do is we're not necessarily going to update it every single month. We're just going to update it with changes because we do go over generally the most of the same information each month. The difference is anything that updates or changes or policies or anything like that. So we're trying to make it a very robust orientation. And I'm going to take basically it's the greatest hits that's going to end up on the LMS. And that means you're going to get the best portion of each of the segments. What do I mean by each of the segments? Well, we start off in the morning with Brittany, and she goes through general orientation of, here's KWCLM, here's what we do, here's what we are, here's what we stand for, and here's some general guidelines and information about how to reach out to people and so forth. And then we go through each of the individual departments, including the market center administrators. We go through compliance, and we go through the services that we offer, including Alana's services in the marketing and designs. We go through my technical training services, and we also have Jen Vashon or depending on who's doing it which month, the brokers going through and discussing essential forms, giving you an overview of the most important tidbits on each form that is required and essential, and walking you through that. It's jam-packed. It's a lot to take in, which is why we started putting it up on the LMS, because you can digest each section in pieces and kind of follow along with it at your own pace instead of being hit with it like a fire hose. So when it comes down to it, keep on checking that the orientation class in the LMS, because eventually it's going to get to the greatest hits where each section is really, really well done and it says exactly what we want to say. So check that out. That again, kwclmtraining.com. On top of that, I know it's never ending here.
There's more.
But there must be more. I'm actually opening up my version of the news here, which, by the way, we talk about this every single day. Talk about how Zoe puts together the news. Do you know how easy it is for me to find that email in the morning? Two things. Number one, it comes in about 7:15, 7:20 every morning. Number two, Zoe puts emojis in the subject line, so they stand out in my email. So I can find the news in the morning instantly without having to search for it. But while we were talking here, I just went over to my email, saw the emojis, and said, okay, there's the news, and clicked on it. So that's what we've got going for today for the main stuff. There's another thing tonight is night school. Jen Vashon is joining up with this, and she's going to be talking about absorption. Don't ask me what that's all about. That's real estate stuff. Yeah, Alana's like, "Nah, nah."
And that's why whenever you have a question about anything contract related, you go directly to the brokers, not to us,
Not to
because we don't
us.
know everything.
We don't. I mean, as much as we appear to be smart at what we do, we're really dumb at what you do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I had to think about that one for a
Yeah,
second. Like,
and to
wait,
run that one
am
replay.
I actually smart or am I actually dumb in what I do? Yes.
Oh my god. So yeah, so that definitely follow Alana's advice there. Talk to the brokers about anything if you have any questions on contracts or processes and procedures. Jason always says it so simply and eloquently. Call them or visit them before they call you or visit you. That's it. That's really
Yep.
all there is to it. Um,
What's that phrase? It's easier or it's better to ask for permission than to ask for forgiveness
no,
or
I think it's the other
something.
way around, but we don't want to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's easier to ask
Really?
for forgiveness than it is to ask permission. Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Yeah.
guess maybe my philosophy is the opposite because
I
I would
love that.
prefer.
Stay with that.
I'm gonna stay with that. All
Stay
right.
with that.
Anyway,
Stay with that.
philosophy with Babs coming to a class near you.
Tonight, a double showing with Elf. So that takes care
A
of
Christmas
the.
classic.
So I see we have a bunch of people in the room here. Listen, now we've kind of yammered on about all the good stuff coming up. While we're kind of finishing out here, put in the comments in the Facebook page there what you guys got going on this weekend coming up, and just fill us in, share some stuff with us here. I will
Yeah.
put up here on the screen. And this was actually from this is from Melissa Lesniak. She says, "Selling with Your Heart with Christina Free showed us how to get business with our caring and our
Giving heart.
hearts." Excited to get my copy of her book. So this is, we had Melissa Lesniak. For those of you who are new agents here or are not familiar with this is an established name in our market center. She is extremely successful and very good at what she does. And she's attending these classes. She's constantly trying to better herself, better her services. So don't think that it's just for the newbies. This is for everybody. Everybody benefits from the offerings here at the Market Center. And to see a veteran agent like Melissa joining in, it should inspire all the new agents coming in. Hey, you got to keep up with the Joneses and stay on top of your stuff. And I'm using the politically correct word there. There's so many good things here, and there's no reason for anybody, established or not, new or established, doesn't matter. Partake of it.
One really good thing that is happening tomorrow that we need to talk about is
Oh yeah, the big thing.
the huge thing is our big Smart Plans mashup class that myself, Robert, and Zoe will be teaching tomorrow. We are doing it both live in the training room in the Portsmouth office and on Zoom for those of you who cannot make it. But if you are able to make it, we really encourage you to come live because myself, Robert, Zoe, we will be in the room. And if you need help, need us to walk around, just like I always say this, the assistant teachers back in elementary school, we can come sneak up behind you and make sure you're doing your homework, okay?
Yeah. It is a workshop. Bring your computer.
Yes, so bring your computer, bring your questions. We will have some things for you to take home, really helpful tools to take home. And then, oh wait, not and then. The classes are, they are at 9, they're 2 hours long, so from 9 to 11, and then from noon to 2. We said that we were going to have an evening class, but we are not having an evening class anymore. So there's just going to be those 2 classes. So 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
9 to 11.
And then noon to 2 p.m.
Noon to 2.
So if you are planning on coming to that or would like to come to that, make sure that you click the link in the morning news. As Robert was saying, look for the emojis and make sure that you register because we would love to get a head count of who is actually coming. And again, like I said, if you can make it, then go do it on Zoom.
It's got a great, super duper short, catchy, snappy little name. It rolls right off the tongue. Automate your marketing with multi-step smart plans workshop. It just rolls right off the tongue. So that's what you're looking for in the news. Automate your marketing with multi-step smart plans workshop with Alana Babineau, Robert Vincent, and Zoe Kirkpatrick, KWCLM Portsmouth Training Room. Just
Just look for
eloquent.
the word smart plan, okay? Just look for smart plan. That's all you need to focus on. Well, and that's the thing, and I know that, we're gonna be closing out this room soon, but so many people get so confused about what to do with a smart plan, how to include many steps. So this is your class, okay? Oh, and I love that comment, Robert. Who said that?
That's Melissa.
Melissa. Awesome. Yeah. Again, we hear it from her words. So many great classes and workshops. So especially with tomorrow's, you want to attend it. And then like with the past classes, if you weren't able to make it, they'll be up on the LMS soon so that you can rewatch it.
And if by chance, and I know you're not thinking about this, but if by chance you are not going to be able to attend tomorrow the LMS, not the LMS, the Smart Plan class, it's probably because you're going to be up skiing at Cranmore in North Conway. And I'm jealous. I'm jealous not that you're skiing. Now, my skiing days have long since left me behind. I used to be pretty stupid and have a lot of fun. And that's probably why my back is the way it is. I'm not jealous that you guys are going to ski. I'm jealous that you guys are going for the drinks afterwards.
Well, Robert, when are we done with our classes?
Yeah.
2 p.m.?
Do you think we can make it? It's entirely possible.
Yeah, I have never skied before, so Robert, I'm probably in the same boat as you.
Well,
I really gotta ski. I gotta get on those things because
it's the best.
I gotta do it.
I wish I could still do it. My back and my knees are like, yeah, you did, and that's why you're the way you are. So I was when I was younger, I was skiing since I was a kid, and I'll tell you, I got really stupid on big jumps and big bumps, and I'll tell you about a 3-second story. I was in Colorado at Vail with a friend of mine, and I tried snowboarding. This is way back when snowboarding was brand new. This is how old I am. I watched the birth of snowboarding. And I got a snowboard, rented it. I got it out on the bunny slope, on the snowboard bunny slope, to try and figure this whole thing out. And I landed on my tailbone so hard, I actually broke it. And so and if you've ever busted a tailbone, you know that not only is it super duper painful and you can't sit, but it takes a long time to heal. So I spent like 6 months walking around going, ow, ow, oh, ow.
Oh, wow. So did you just have to stand all the time?
No. Well, I mean, you couldn't quite do that, but every time I sat, I had one of those donuts. So I was sitting on a donut for 6 months, but man, I mean, I had fun until that moment. And interestingly enough, strangely enough, that was the last time I snowboarded. I don't know if there was some correlation there.
I wonder. Yeah, it must have been the broken tailbone that put a bad taste in you.
Might have been. So listen, we're going to cut it short here. We've given you enough to think about for today, enough to think about for tomorrow and the next few days. We will see you out and about, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for the Smart Plan Marketing beginning at 9 a.m. in the Portsmouth Market Center. If not, have a great day skiing. See you tonight in night school or all over the place. That's it. We're out of here. Alana, anything else? You got anything else?
I don't have anything else. Have a great day.
Have a great day.